All right, it's Ruben Lowing. It's Tuesday afternoon here in McAllen, Texas. So I had a training with my pastor yesterday. My pastor is a master at marketing. All right, so we started having a talk about metadata. So I didn't really know what that was. Okay, basically metadata is the way that your social media presence communicates with your profile, communicates with the rest of cyberspace. All right, so when you put hashtag whatever, all right, hashtag anything, all right, so anybody else who's hashtag whatever is going to get notified of that you hashtagged whatever. So we basically figured out what were the best metadata specific words for me to hashtag. So it was future, family, and money. Right. So I'm just it's a daily thing, right? I'm good at that. I can create little habits pretty easily. Okay, so yesterday I just posted future, family, and money. Today I posted everywhere hashtag future, family, and money. And then I'm working on my personal website. And it occurred to me, going through this process, that like I have a bunch of people that have different causes, and the Chemo Buddies for Life with this lady's name's Tamara. She's in Orange County. She hashtags time to move, right? And so she gets up every morning and she does her walk and exercise, right? And so I'm like, oh wow. So by me hashtagging time to move, all of her people will get, on my website, all of her people will get connected to my website. I'm like, oh, that's genius, right? It promotes her, but it promotes me. Isn't that something? Yeah, everybody on my website or my social media that sees me put, time to move will get connected to her. All right. But it's a market, okay, that I can tap into. And I can do that with anything, right? So that was very interesting to learn. Okay, and then I do my Navy SEAL Stretch PT workout like 5:30 every morning, Mondays and Fridays, for like 4 years. And I first got asked by Candace Fox if I was being paid. I'm like, no, I'm not being paid. And she said, you should be paid, right? So she had me come and asked me to be a trainer for her to do her morning boot camp workouts and the boxer size workouts, right? Well, nobody wanted to come at 5 o'clock in the morning and do a Navy SEAL Stretch PT workout with me. They'll come to work out with her because they work out individually with her, and she just pours love on them. I mean, when she's training her clients, when she's coaching them, all her focus is on them. She makes them feel like they're the only one in the universe to her, right? And so you know, where I do a group workout, right? Like I would if I was doing working out with a platoon, or if I was at the SEAL team, right? And so it's not as appealing, right? But so she's like, that's not working out. You don't have to come in, sorry. But the but she saw a benefit of it, and it was, I really appreciated her giving me a chance, right? The so I got a video of me doing my Navy Stretch PT workout on Zoom. I had one of my I got this guy. He's in Indiana, and he worked out with me last week, or last Friday, and it was a riot. It was just hilarious, right? And he kept up with me, right? But he was too sore to get up this morning and to work out, So that happened to me. I got quite out of shape, and I was was transitioning from a venture capital broker to a debt management consultant. Yeah, I've been around. And one of the other venture capital brokers got connected with this guy named Scott Helvenston. And Scott Helvenston and I were at SEAL Team 4 together. He used to lead the workouts, the PTs at SEAL Team 4. He was a sky god extraordinaire, had one of those, he ended up he retired. He got medically retired because of arthritis in his wrists and his arms from rock climbing. The day I checked into SEAL Team 1, he retired from SEAL Team 1. And then, so this other venture capital broker ran into him on the phone, and he had produced a fitness video of him doing what he always did, leading the workouts. And I met with him, and I gave him, I did a financial analysis on him, and we were incorporating a mortgage restructure, paying off all the credit card debt. And by the time my underwriting came back, he had marketed his videos, and he paid off all of his debt. So didn't need my services. But he gave me a video, and I plugged it in. I'm like, oh, this is just hip. So I did the workout. Oh, the next day, my arms felt like they were petrified. and I went to this church in South San Diego, Church of His Kingdom, and they announced me as a Navy SEAL and all this kind of stuff. And this guy comes up to me and goes, "When can we work out?" I go, "Not today," because I was sore. And he goes, when can we carry logs on the beaches? And I'm like, well, you got to work up to that. But I thought, that may be a good. So I put out to the church Saturday morning, 7 o'clock. Meet at the sports park. So these boys all show up, right? And they're all dressed in camis. I don't know what they were expecting, But I led a workout with them, and I crushed them, right? But I started doing that every Saturday morning with those boys. And that workout works. It works. It'll get you. It's strenuous enough. If you're not doing anything, you'll feel it, right? But actually, that kind of workout, and just 2 to 6 mile runs during the week had me in shape enough where, after not boxing, not doing any sparring or anything for a year and a half, walking on the Navy boxing team. Okay, so it's a good workout. So let's see what happens. But the point of doing this, and I'm tying it to the wealth and health campaign that Transamerica was trying to do, and because here's the thing, this is kind of really wild. You need to get your confidence up to make more money, right? And when I started noticing that my confidence started rising, and it correlated with the same time I started drinking the superfood smoothie from Reuben's Grocery, and changing my diet. Gave up my assigned seat at Golden Corral, all that, and um, and then exercising more. Then my confidence started coming up more, and now I'm highly. I mean, it's just I'm a different person. If you could see the first time, I remember going to the John Maxwell Speakers Club the first time, and I was broken. I was choking up first time, and I've been speaking for years. I joined Toastmasters in like 1994, and it wasn't new, but I had come out of such a traumatic and depressing experience for such a long time, and they helped a lot too. That was such an encouraging environment with Bridget and Ryan Krause, with that. So there's a direct correlation between nutrition and mental health. All right, and then exercise and mental health. Right, and exercise and all that. Once you get your confidence up, then you're able to produce more, and you make the healthier you are, the better decisions that you make. Okay, so all that comes together, right? It's like when you look at an iceberg. So when you talk about somebody's financial foundation, being protection, debt management, the emergency fund, and then investments, if you don't have the debt under control, you can't talk about people. Their brain just doesn't connect with that emergency fund and investments until they get that debt taken care of. And that's part of, I'm now beginning more to understand Dave Ramsey's strategy of paying the debt off. Okay, I'm more accepting of the John Abbonzini plan, where at the same time you're paying down your debt, you're also building that nest egg for retirement. Okay, but the thing is you got to get the debt under control before people can do anything else. And in many cases, they got to make more money. And if they're not healthy, they're not confident. And they're not confident, especially in sales, they're not going to, it's going to hinder their production. But if they're healthy and they'll get confident, and the more confident they are, the better they're going to be in sales. And that's just a fact. So there was some people there's just over and over and over again, I'm hearing people that are just blowing it up on Zoom and using this cyber technology to build their business. It's just crazy numbers, 10x in their business since March, right? And using it. So that's why I'm putting into effect some strategies I'm learning from my Pastor Clark Ortiz, and implementing that for my business, right? And there's a special going on right now, end of summer special with Exam FX. So if you're on my team and you haven't got your license, you got to go on WFG Launch and you got to register. And through WFG Launch, you got to go to the products and providers, and there you get onto ExamFX and you get your material, your training material for your test. Okay, and you should schedule your test like a month out, because if you don't, you'll never. Say, I gotta stay more. And you just put it off like you do everything else. All right. Hint. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah. I'm not gonna mention your name, but you know who I'm talking about. All right. The I got half a day left to get some, get going. Oh yeah, and I am on my campaign. Instead of 30 in the counter in 30 days, I'm doing 30 in the counter in 15 days because I want the rest of the month to work that list and get business, get campaigners, and get referrals. Right? Have a great one. Ruben out.